You can visit our website for the commands in the videos. If you want to purchase other study materials like packet tracer files and other course guidelines, then you can email to us. Follow us on Facebook for further updates. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe so I can quickly deliver more videos on various topics. The /24 represents your first 3 octets are going to be in network portion. Okay. So if I change anything on the host portion, if I change this 15 to 100 or 255 or 254, whatever, then I can still communicate with the 10.5.20.50. Why? If I change anything on the host portion, still I am remaining in the same network. So if you wanted to fill these ones and zeros, then you can simply have a look at this one. So first 2 octets are filled with ones and the remaining are with zeros for /16. For /24, first 3 octets being filled with ones and the last octet being filled with zeros. Okay. So as per our previous example, we saw from company to company the network requirements and the host requirements are going to be different, right? So let's say if you have a small amount of network requirement. For example, you are having a few departments and few networks you are requiring. So at that time you can go for the /8 network, which is called a class A network. And let's say if you wanted to increase your network, if you wanted to further increase your network requirement, then you can go for the /16. So in this case, just note down, for /8 your first octet is filled with ones, which means the first octet is used for the network. So altogether 8 bits means 2 to the power of 8, which means 256 networks you can have. Okay. So when you move for the /16, 2 to the power of 16 networks you are having. Okay. So as a result, when your network increases by this amount, your host requirement goes low, right? When you move from class A to class B, /8 to /16, your network increases. Likewise, similarly, at the same time, your host requirement is going low. Okay. So likewise, when you move from /16 to /24, your network requirement is getting increased in a large amount. At the same time, your host requirements are getting reduced. So in class C, you will have a lot of networks, but at the same time, on each of the networks, you can have few amount of hosts. Okay. In class B, you can have equal amount of networks and equal amount of hosts. In class A, you can have very few amount of networks, but a large amount of hosts on each network. Okay. So for example, in 10 dot, you can have from 1 dot to 254. So just have a look at this here. For example, when you are having class A, which means /8 means, you can represent it simply by n dot, n dot, n dot and h, which means your first 3 are representing networks and the remaining is representing hosts. Okay. So network side, if you change any bit value, you are going to be in a different network. Host side, if you change anything, you still remain in same network, right? So as shown in the picture, you can see in your class A, which means /8, you can have n in the first octet and the h on other 3 octets, which means the n is representing networks and h representing hosts or network devices. So here in the n, 2 to the power 8 bits are there, which means 2 to the power 8 networks you can have. Totally 256 networks you can have. So altogether, to find how many host bits are there means, you can simply deduct the 8 bits from the 32 bit. Okay, which means 32 minus 8, you will get 24 bits for your host portion. Okay,